Hello. This is the first. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sean Kelly. Um, I was, if you read my blog, which my blog link will be below here, um, I decided to start this blog today after discussing with my new wife because we've been reading the daily Catholic readings for the last year and a half now. That I'm going to give my own personal opinion on the actual gospel for the Catholic Church each day, and I'm going to give you my personal view of what I think Jesus was trying to teach us for that day, and then I'm going to pray to God that people give their own views of what they feel about the gospel for that day and what what the teachings mean to them personally. You do not have to be a Christian or a Catholic to benefit from the teachings of Jesus. Any faith or no faith, Jesus was a wonderful teacher, and I encourage your comments as well on what you think about the teachings of Jesus. And as we know, as a lot of people know, Jesus did a lot of his teachings with parables. He told stories in parables to help people think how they can relate that particular story to their own lives. So without further ado, the date that I'm starting this is today, which is, let me put my glasses on here a minute, 9:15. This is a Sunday, um, Sunday, September 15th, 2013. And the gospel today was what is commonly known as the story of the prodigal son. The Pharisees, the gospel starts out with the Pharisees uh, complaining that Jesus was sitting down and and talking with and teaching the tax collectors and who are considered sinners in the eye, who were considered serious sinners in the eyes of the Jews of that day. So they were saying, why would this man sit down with sinners? And basically, what Jesus told them is, uh, it is the sinners that need me. It is the sinners that need to be loved. It is the people who don't know the way to learn the way. It is not to keep the way to ourselves. And he says, if you're righteous and you're living right, what do you need? You're already living right. And it is those that have fallen away, who are having difficulty in life, who never even knew the Lord, who need the help. And then he goes into talking about the story of the prodigal son. The Gospels, the actual verbiage from the Gospels is on my blog, so just click on my blog below. But I understand this now. I guess wisdom comes with age. Um, when someone falls away, when someone goes off into a way of life, a loved one of ours goes off into a way of life that is just not good. We we can't stop loving them. We can, and often you hear of people praying for their children, praying for people who are not living a good life, praying that the Lord will enter into their heart and they'll come back. And what Jesus is saying to them, and it all relates to his most, what he thinks is, what he says is the most important commandment. You need to love the Lord your God with all your heart and to love others as yourself. And it doesn't say love only the people we like or love only the people we care about. It says love others, sinners and non-sinners. We need to love everybody. And the joy is when someone who has fallen away, somebody who has been living a very sinful life, comes to the Lord, or comes to living right. That is when people celebrate. That's, to me, when you see somebody who has come back to live in the right way after not living the right way. It just gives you an uplifting feeling, especially if it's a family member or a friend. But it's interesting that the people who, human beings are always, jealousy is one of our biggest flaws as human beings. And the people who, the son who stayed and served his father in that story of the prodigal son, was actually feeling a little angry that he was thinking, heck, my dad's treating this guy like he's the greatest thing on the planet, and he left. He took everything, left, and blew everything, and I stayed here and served my father, and I did all the right things, and I never got a feast for myself. Um, and like most human beings, he did not get it, and anybody who the joy is in bringing somebody into the faith. Just by living a righteous life, just by doing the right things, you're going to have peace and serenity already. You don't need a feast. The joy is when someone that falls away comes to walk the right way. The greatest story in the Bible is the Apostle Paul. He was a persecutor of Christians, blasphemer of the Lord, and he came and became the, one of the greatest evangelist of all, and wrote a lot of the books in the New Testament. But that's my view. Again, my blog is below. This is post number 1. Please comment. Read the gospel. I posted it on my blog, and make your own comments. Comment to the video. Video comments. I'd love to have video comments. And I'm hoping that a lot of people who feel the same way as I do join in and make this a wonderful channel. Thank you so much for stopping by.